Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the west. More specifically, we're at the Oregon Coast Aquarium here in Newport, Oregon. Now we are on the Pacific Coast Highway road trip. We're going to be heading north on 101 after this. But I did want to check out this aquarium here. I'd heard good things, and one interesting thing I learned this morning is that Kiko, the whale that played Free Willy, or Willy in Free Willy, actually stayed here at the Oregon Coast Aquarium. The whale was originally in Mexico, and the strange thing about Free Willy is, in the movie, it was about an abused whale who lived in terrible conditions, but the real life whale actually lived in those same terrible conditions. So after the movie, popularity spiked. People wanted to see Kiko be let free, much like the fictional Willy. And so actually in the process of trying to get Kiko released free into the ocean, they had a pit stop here at the Oregon Coast Aquarium. So please follow me. A whale's tail here made out of marine trash, garbage from the ocean. Now normally whales, dolphins, they don't like a bunch of trash and plastic in the ocean, but in this case the whale is actually made entirely of ocean garbage. Got my ticket, it was $29, and we will head in. We start out with the jellies. These are moon jellies here. They're big moon jellies. And this is actually pretty interesting. The aquarium here is kind of a open air aquarium. There's different buildings, there's outside areas. Some more of these garbage sculptures. This is a puffin. Oh, and look at this. It's dead eyes. Black. Like a doll's eyes. Seriously, I love the shark here. This is amazing. You can even look into the shark's mouth and see that it has multiple layers of teeth. Yeah, these sculptures are truly amazing. Look at the marlin here. Really, really cool. Yeah, you can see on the map here, there's buildings down there, but a lot of open area here outside as well. Here's an exhibit about estuaries where we can look out and see an actual estuary. Well, let's head inside. Time to head into the open sea. Oh, love the schooling fish there. Better watch out, there's sharks in here too. Another shark. Oh wow, hey there buddy. Oh, look at that little tiny ray. Oh, it's crowded here at Halibut Flats. So these must be the halibut here. This is the Orford Reef. See here, you can actually look below the tunnel. See the fish down there. Yeah, this place is full of doll-eyed sharks. We got some pressed pennies here. Got the Oregon Coast Aquarium logo. You got a sea lion. Got to get the sea lion. I think the sea lion is the mascot of the trip. So this one doesn't take change. Swipe your credit card if you want to get all four. Or insert dollars if you want to get just one. Let's just get all four in this machine, and I'll swipe my credit card. Outside here is the sea otter enclosure. And this is sad. It says sea otters are extinct in Oregon. We saw some in California, but I guess they don't have them up here anymore. Oh, there's the otter swimming down at the bottom.
Oh, they're down there.
Where'd he go? Sneaky little otter.
Look at him. Is there only one in there?
Definitely a sneaky little otter in here. I've just seen little glimpses of him. All these rock caverns back here. Oh, look, seals. Oh, and a sea lion. They're hanging out together today. Oh, there's a sea lion. Oh, here comes a seal. There's a seal down there. Oh.
It bumped it.
There's the sea turtle crawling out of the sea and on to this pile of garbage to lay its eggs. Baby.
And you might see
Pelican presentation.
A couple different things, like this is target training. You might see run around with her finger.
Pelican means Alcatraz.
Commands. And this is just all different ways that we are trying to communicate with Pip. Since we don't speak Pip, Pip doesn't speak Pelican. Well, we don't speak Pelican. Pip doesn't speak human. So we have a couple different ways that we try to communicate with her. And we also use something called positive reinforcement. And that positive reinforcement, you might see her being led around with her fingers. This one's my favorite that she does. Pretty cute. So she knows all of these different behaviors, and some of them are cute, and some of them actually serve a purpose. That one's pretty cute. But she knows how to do things like jump on a scale or put her foot in a hand. She lets the trainers and that technicians touch her belly, her wings, so that they can make sure that she's super healthy and get a good look at her. And now Pip is reminding us to recycle. As I've said before, Pip is here because she was injured from fishing line entanglement.
And this is Lydia the seal. And Lydia is just sitting on a big pile of garbage. We have the aviary.
Oh, and he said he goes up there sometimes.
Oh my gosh, look at the parrotfish. I don't even know what these teeth are. Let's go see some of the inside fish. Here are the mangrove trees. Fish swimming around their roots. Now that is a moray. Always look like the most bitter, unhappy creatures in nature. But I like to think that they have they really have a big heart, that they really smile on the inside. This is the kelp forest. Some spiny lobsters dancing under the sea. And this is the reef. It looks like it's feeding time at the reef. These are fuzzy dwarf lionfish. So I don't know if these guys are invasive. That one's peeking at me. I know the big lionfish are considered invasive, you know, asking personal questions and that sort of thing. But I don't know if these guys, you don't look invasive. Oh, look at the little seahorse there fluttering. And it's Pacific jelly time. It's the sea nettles. One day, I'm gonna go to an aquarium right when it opens, and I'm gonna stand and I'm gonna stare at the jellyfish until they close. Got the jellyfish in this strange fountain. These are interesting sunflower stars. That thing is so big. That looks like a real life face hugger. Oh, we have the tide pool here. The touching tide pool. I want to find a tide pool in the wild that looks just like this. There's one of my friends, the green anemone there. See, they kind of grab onto you. This one isn't reacting that much. It's probably used to being petted. And these are sea cucumbers here. Oh, they're really squishy. They look pointy, but they're actually very squishy. And then that's a sea anemone, which is indeed pokey. Look at all these starfish over here, the purple one. Look at this big starfish. I'm gonna pet this big one here. Oh yeah, they're really, I almost feel like they're armored. This really is one of the coolest touch tanks I've ever seen. Look at this anemone here. You would put that in your head like a wig. It's so large it could cover your whole head. But look right here. You can see that there is a little tiny octopus that lives over here in the corner. I don't know if he'll come out for us. It's like they're having a crevice nap. Oh, this is what I need. Yeah, along with the jellyfish, I always find these schooling fish to be completely mesmerizing. Down here we have the orange sea pen. Yeah, these green ones, the ones we've been seeing a lot in the tide pools. They're called the great green anemone. Now, I find this very interesting. After visiting all these coastal areas, you can see here this is the different zones of the sea. You have the splash zone at the top. That's the top that gets wet sometimes, but stays dry most of the time. The high tide zone, which I've seen a lot of this. This is where there's a lot of barnacles and mollusks. And then you dip down to the mid tide zone, and that's where you start seeing more of the anemones and starfish, things like that you find in the tide pools. You know, sometimes the tide goes out and it gets separated from the ocean, but on a daily basis it gets reconnected. Jellyfish hanging from the ceiling. There's even more of these sculptures inside. The puffin, the seahorse. Oh, look at this poor octopus here. He's got a fishing rod, some fishing rope. Another shark here. This is a mako shark. This is an absolutely towering penguin. Stomping through trash. And this is a gyre. It shows how the ocean takes all the debris, especially things that don't biodegrade like plastic, and they all conglomerate in giant patches out in the middle of the ocean. There's a sign that says, "Please do not climb into tank." Someone just gets the idea to get into a hot tub full of garbage. And you take the ball here and ask, how do you feel? How do you feel about the ocean, about the, you know, the crisis with garbage and plastic in the ocean? The number one is sad, 2 is angry. And let's see, which one has the most votes? Is 8, which is uninterested. Wow. That alone makes me very, very sad. Here, local ocean is a display set up on rockfish.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like there's samples. Okay, got some rockfish ceviche. Of course, they cooked it right there, but they don't cook it with heat. They cook it with lime juice. That is absolutely amazing. A little avocado on there. The rockfish, very flavorful. We got 3 press penny machines here. And since these ones are where you swipe your card and get all 4, I think I'll get ones from this machine. It's got the same logo, but instead of whales, it's got little seahorses. And I want this one here because it's got the starfish and the anemones. Been having a lot of fun in tide pools during this trip. It's also got an otter. And the time has come to exit through the gift shop, just right under the salmon. And if you're a big octopus fan, you can leave with an octopus hat. As far as mini blocks, they got this cool octopus, but I'm generally sticking to mini blocks that are of specific places. Pretty cool t-shirt design there. I like that. Man, that rockfish ceviche was so good. I got the $5 gift card here. They were handed out at the free sample desk. So I think we're actually going to go drive over there and have some lunch. So I had a great time here at the Oregon Coast Aquarium here in Newport, Oregon. Very unique aquarium. You know, they have a lot of marine mammals as well out back. And I really, really love the tide pool displays. The tide pool touch tank was a highlight. And I've seen a lot, you know, we've been to a lot of touch tanks, but something about that one just had the big, beautiful, giant, healthy looking specimens in it. Oh, it makes me want to go find another real tide pool. I'm suddenly obsessed with tide pools, I'm sorry. And just down here a little ways from the aquarium, we have this. It says Nessie, the world famous Yaquina Bay sea monster. It says that was caught by Newport Industrial Park's night watchman off the South Jetty during a terrible storm in 1992. That is definitely impressive sea monster, although the name is a little derivative. Come down here to the port of Newport, where they have all of these fishing boats. And here, right next to all the fishing boats, we have Local Ocean, which I had the sample rockfish ceviche, which was so good that I needed more. So I decided to come down here for lunch. See a wonderful view from the dining room. You can look out onto the fishing boats. They're a little busy right now, so I'm going to be sitting here at the bar. And here we go. Now this is not rockfish ceviche, this is actually halibut ceviche. And this is a Veracruz seafood cocktail there, a cold little
runner for Tina.
Tower of seafood. Yeah, after that little sample of ceviche, I was strongly craving it. Let's try, see if the halibut is any different than the rockfish. Very similar, but that is amazing. So good. Oh yeah. We have our seafood cocktail here. A tower, different types of seafood. Just a big bowl of chilled seafood now.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Of course.
Look at all the good stuff. So good.
So I'm doing 2.
So that was amazing. These 2 big, beautiful bowls of seafood. And an amazing seafood experience here at Local Ocean. But right next to Local Ocean, there is the Pacific Marine Heritage Center up on the hill. I think that requires us to invoke the EM rule. We'll climb up the hill here and see what they have to offer. So this is a maritime museum, meaning it is all about the sea. And this particular museum focuses a lot on fishing because that is the primary industry here in Newport. And I can vouch for the quality of the seafood here. It is amazing. This is a fishing vessel known as the Paul M. So you got a lot of similar boats down in the harbor. Here's canned seafood. They catch the fish here and then bring it straight to you in a can. That's a Dungeness crab there on the label. This is a ship-to-shore phone. So this would be on the boat where they could call back to shore. The different tools of the trade. The buoys. You got the gaff hook. This is to lift big fish out of the water after they had been caught with a smaller hook. Here are the crab pots. It's the name for these crab traps that catch the Dungeness crabs. And then that is a immersion suit to keep you nice and warm in the water. This case talks about the Newport Crab Festival. Different pins and items from the Crab Festival. And here is the crab crown. It belonged to the Crab Queen. It says it was used from the 1930s to the 1950s and then vanished. But it actually turned up later, so it was lost for decades and decades. Then finally, was finally located. The crab crown. See, they have a long-distance viewer out here by the window. This window actually provides an excellent view of the port. You see all the fishing boats down there. Now in this upstairs area, the entire exhibit is about fishing floats. Now these would be used to be tied to fishing nets, and they're fishing, and then these would keep the net floating. And these are Japanese fishing floats here. Some wooden style floats, and then this is a gill net, so it's got all the floats attached to it. But what it's talking about in this exhibit is the long journeys that these floats take, these glass balls detached from the lines, and then float through the ocean, washing up on faraway shores. This one here was used in Japan and found in Florence, Oregon. That's where we were yesterday. So they a lot of these floats made in Asian countries end up washing up here on the Oregon coast. This one traveled from Vietnam to the Oregon coast. So this float here was made in Seattle, was sent to Russia, and then floated from there to the Aleutian Islands. This one left Japan, wound up washing up in Saipan, and then this one floated from Japan to Lincoln City, Oregon, which is just north of here. It's all these fishing companies down here packing fish. And there's a mural here of Moby Dick on the side, the sperm whale destroying the crew of the Pequod. See two sea lions out there. See that rock out there is just covered with sea lions. Oh, they're doing like jumps and flips out of the water. Oh, that is the song of the Pacific Coast. And out here on the port of Newport, we do have a Ripley's Believe It or Not World of Adventure. This is a combination of Ripley's Believe It or Not and a wax museum. And here we have another Sequoia timeline. Now this here on the timeline, it says in 550 BC that this tree was born. So this tree here, according to the timeline, this is the oldest tree slice we've seen, because this tree is older than Jesus. So we enter here through the main gift shop, and I think we'll do the Believe It or Not first. Let me scan my ticket there. Oh, there we go. And look at this, Robert Ripley here to greet us in person. Here's Ripley's travel map. He's definitely got me beat, that's for sure. And lots of fun stuff in this case. You got an ornate ram's horn. It's an antique metal knee replacement, so a old school knee replacement. I'm sure those were great. Up there on the top, we got a Tibetan skull bowl. Oh, there's a preserved octopus. That is slightly ghoulish. Also got a pre-Columbian Mexican skull and the skull of a two-headed calf. A strange mail here. This is people that mailed things to Ripley using, strange items. Technically, you can mail anything as long as it, doesn't violate the specific rules, as long as it's probably not, something that's dangerous or toxic. But as long as you pay the postage on something, it is valid to send through the mail. So someone just wrote the address for Ripley's there. And of course, based out of Orlando, Florida. Someone mailed a bowling ball, which they only have to pay $12.65 to mail. That must have been a while ago. I feel like mailing a bowling ball would be prohibitively expensive. So this giant boxing glove. And this is Masiaki, who created an exact replica of himself. You can see him using the mirror there to get every angle of what he looks like, so he can completely recreate himself. So he even used his own fingernails and body hair. And we are at Ripley, so they gotta have some shrunken heads. It looks like our shrunken head count here is 3 authentic shrunken Javaro Sansas. Double pupil man here, known for having 2 pupils in each eye. I wonder if that helped him see better or made him see worse. It says here these chaps were worn by one James Dean. And the Mexican vampire woman, she transformed herself into a vampire-like creature, which she found empowering. There she is, just getting started. And you could belly up to the bar here and get a drink served to you by the Cuban eye popper, Evelino Perez. Just sit in this stool here, right below the whale foreskin. Yeah, all the Ripley's characters are here. Alpius, the little person that was sentenced to prison in a bird cage. This is Francisco Lentini, the 3-legged man. And having an extra leg really helps with soccer. Over here we can take a seat right next to Mr. Johnny Eck, king of the sideshow. The performer theoretically had no legs. He actually did have legs. They were just very tiny and under his suit, but he could do a handstand on one hand. Really cool stuff. He's also starred in the movie Freaks, which is an amazing movie if you haven't checked it out yet. And the Kayan woman, who has elongated her neck via these coils. Here are the African fantasy coffins. You can actually be buried in these. You know, if your dream was to be buried inside of an eagle or a lobster. They do come in other shapes as well. The funeral hair wreath, where every little flower there is made out of human hair. And of course another Ripley's essential, the vampire killing kit. Everything you need in there to put Nosferatu in the ground. This is all burnt toast in the shape of an archangel. And the man himself, Mr. Robert Wadlow, the tallest man that ever lived and the tallest man that ever will live. Oh, is he standing? There you go. Thanks, Robert. We wanted to see all 8'11" of you. You can see how he just towers over General Tom Thumb here. Yeah, another traveling sideshow performer, very famous sideshow performer. I guess he's dressed in his Civil War uniform there. It was sea lions. I'm being haunted at this point. This is Squadron Supreme, and it says it is one of the rarest comic books in existence. And one of the reasons that it's rare is the artist, Mark Grunwald, actually had his ashes put in the ink. So if you were reading this comic, you were actually reading the artist himself. Let's see, what is Danger? It screamed. We are suddenly aboard a ship being piloted by Wang the Unicorn Man. It says, "Can you sail this ship?" Well, we are going to find out. Yeah, it's a trap. You think you're going to play this game where you're going to sail this ship, but then the ground just falls out underneath you. It's funny. Look at these spooky glowing eyes back here. And always one of the most fun sections in any Ripley's, the Freaks of Nature section. You've got a 6-legged zebra. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's 6 there. Got a 2-headed calf skeleton, 2-headed calf taxidermy, a cow with an inflated head. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff here. 2-headed goldfinch. This is a 7-legged lamb. You think this is a beautiful painting? You think maybe a sophisticated artist painted this and it would be worth millions of dollars at an art show? Well, here's the twist. It was painted by a horse. I always love the little shell people you find in gift shops by the beach. Here's a full-sized shell woman. This is the uniform of Robert Ripley's personal baseball team, known as the Believe It or Nots. They actually had a baseball game against the 9 Old Men, the original Disney animators, and Robert Ripley showed up with a ringer by the name of Babe Ruth. There's one of Muhammad Ali's championship belts that he actually signed. And these weren't worn by Muhammad Ali, but they were worn by Will Smith. Behind this 5-legged alligator here, we have Walking Dead portraits made in barbecue. They actually have the barbecue Rick at the Gatlinburg Ripley's. And creatures of the sea there. It's a big marlin, black-nosed shark. Oh, and look at this. This is like a solid white albino marlin. You gotta be careful out in these oceans, though, or you'll end up like Rodney Fox, famous for having the grossest shark bite wound ever. Always love to see a Fiji mermaid, and this one is pretty large. One of the bigger specimens I've seen personally. There's a Titanic made of matchsticks. I wouldn't worry as much about icebergs as I would about it catching on fire. And in here we have an astronaut room. Oh, look at these science balls. Oh. Science. This is amazing. It is a rabbit in a custom spacesuit. We definitely need astronaut rabbits. Rabsternauts, if you will. I think it's time we let this beach have it. Alright, what do we aim at here? There we go. Take that, clam. Oh, the clam made a crab pop out. There we go. Oh, this is hard. Alright. Oh, look at the guy pop up there. You never know what's gonna happen when you hit something. Oh, there's the Popeye. Here's a phrenology machine where they used to judge your personality by the lumps in your head. Let's see here. I do feel like I have a very lumpy head. This is a crochet-dermy bear, so it's using a mold for a taxidermy, but instead of covering with bear skin, it's covered with crochet. Oh, I love it. I'd love to see more crochet-dermy. Oh no, how'd the moose get in this situation exactly? This house here is a tribute to the Oregon Vortex. I visited a lot of mystery houses on this trip. We went to the Mystery Spot, we went to Confusion Hill. I've never been to the Oregon Vortex. On their website it says you can't film, so that's why I have not managed to make my way out there. But what is in here? Some blacklight paintings. Some facts about Oregon. This is a replica of Mill Ends Park in Portland, Oregon. It says it is 452 square inches and is recognized as the smallest park in the world. So maybe if we go to Portland, may have to go look for Mills End Park. Looks like this is our way out here. Oh, I think he just took my picture without my permission. This is a little different than the vortex tunnel. You have the effect here looking like we're walking over a bottomless pit. There's a show going on out here.
Days in use rubbing alcohol, to sterilize. 26 inches of cold hard steel down the hatch without a scratch.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Huzzah! No, he's not really going to do this, is he? No.
I was thinking,
Oh, good.
why put a new hole in a perfectly good skull when I have so many others to choose from?
Good point.
Now you gotta watch. You gotta get your money's worth.
What he's gonna put in his eyeball. There we go. Classic blockhead routine.
Now, as you can see, I've got an ice pick sticking out of my head.
No. Oh, gosh. I would never throw knives at Jen like that. Woo! All right, we got
As seen in Ripley,
bed of
believe it
nails.
or not, I have my very own bed of nails. Okay. Ow! Oh, hold on. All right, here we go. Oh, that's cold. That's cold.
Cold
You
nails.
don't care, do you? You don't even care. All right. Here we go. Oh, not bad. Oh, I could really get a nice nap here. Now, it's really not too bad. I mean, it's no worse than at Howard Johnson's motel I stayed at the other night. 20 years ago. All right.
Didn't know there was Howard Johnson's anymore.
You got that, huh? Oh, dear.
Wait, sitting on a balloon on him.
Oh, I haven't seen my dear. Yeah.
Oh. Bed of nails, cinder block,
Five.
sledgehammer.
5, 0, 1.
Woo! And this is the show we just watched. It is American Mayhem Entertainment featuring Molotov and Dixie Delish. But let's head back in. We still got the Wax Museum to do. We have The Rock here inviting us to Louis Tussauds Waxworks. Oh, look what's at the end of this rainbow. We have different human faces on the wall here. And Spock giving us the live long and prosper sign. I've heard some people can't do it. I could do it. Then the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, this guy, he's not a Guardian of the Galaxy. He's a real jerk. Oh, look at this. Marilyn Monroe. She's got her sitting over the grate there, her dress blowing up. This is Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. This says, Sheldon Cooper, fun with flags. Oh, is Sheldon into flags? I don't know. I've never seen the show. Is Sheldon into flags? Flags are actually a lot of fun. You can see E.T. pointing home with his glowing finger. And I think we've wandered into Gotham City here. I think this is the Keaton Batman and the Penguin, which is very straight. Danny DeVito's Penguin's really straight. I went back and watched this recently, and the Penguin really just has no plan. He's like more chaotic than the Joker. And I love this wax figure here of the Jim Carrey Riddler. I actually loved Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Oh my gosh. Who's back here driving this car? Is that Commissioner Gordon? You gotta watch out here who's lurking the streets of Gotham. You got Arnie back there. And there's Spider-Man. Iron Man out here in front of Stark Industries. We've got Wonder Woman, Captain America, and Superman together at last. Oh, and look at that, the Hulk reaching his arm out the brick wall. Oh, there's Snoop Dogg's room, Little John's room.
Yeah!
I knew it.
Oregon gives me love!
I knew that was gonna say yeah.
What? I'm coming out soon, okay? Much love to everybody! Ha ha!
Oh, I miss Little John. Whatever happened to Little John?
Yeah! Oregon gives me love!
See what Snoop Dogg says.
I'm getting so old I should buy an ice cream shop and call myself Scoop Dog. SCOOP.
What? Oh, here's Cardi B. She hosted SummerSlam last night.
Remember, remain humble, but stay hungry.
Here we stepped into the Oval Office, although we have no president. We have no president. We have the Pirates of the Caribbean section. Look at these scurvy dogs back in here. And there he is, the piratiest man alive, Johnny Depp. Oh, we're firing the cannons over here. Now lots of scurvy pirates back in this section. Now I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but that's pretty epic there. Firing their magic wands. It says, which Hogwarts house do you belong in? I don't know. I don't identify it with any of the houses, I don't think.
So, where shall I put you?
I don't know, where?
Plenty of courage, I see. You're
Courage?
brave at heart.
Brave at heart, courage.
Daring nerve and chivalry. It's all here in your head. Better be Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. That's the same as Harry, I think. And there's the train. There's platform 9 3/4. Oh, and now we're on The Voice. Oh, that's Taylor there. And that is someone else. So we can judge them from this chair. I think they're both great. Wait. What the heck is that? Wait, cryptid creatures of the Northwest coming soon. Coming soon. So I gotta come back here, figure out what other cryptids they're gonna put in here. I mean, this Bat Squatch is new. I don't remember him. Let's see the legend of Bat Squatch. Modern cryptid tale originated in the Pacific Northwest near Mount St. Helens in Washington State. Bat Squatch describes a large muscular creature resembling a cross between bat and Bigfoot. Wow. Bat Squatch is awesome. Of course, this area also known for the most famous cryptid of them all, Mr. Bigfoot. And that is an amazing Sasquatch they have here. So here you can make Bigfoot make sounds. Let's hear him growl. Okay, it makes cat noises. Let's see what his name is.
My name is Daryl.
Okay, his name is Daryl. What's this out here? The question marks. Oh, jeez! That bear lunged at me. Push the button again. I love this here. The legend of D.B. Cooper. The amazing story. The only unsolved hijacking in U.S. history. This man entered a plane, forced them to land, threatening he had a bomb, made them give him money and parachutes, made the plane fly back up, and jumped out over Oregon. And this may be the only wax figure of D.B. Cooper that I've ever seen. You see him stuck in the trees by his parachute there. Oh, wow. And now he vanished, leaving just the parachute and his cash. Oh, they've completely redone this scene. Last time this was a Stranger Things scene, and we have Winona Ryder as the mom from Stranger Things, but now she's Lydia Deetz hanging out with her ghostly friends. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Got the headhunter. Got Bob there.
Come on, hey, where'd you go? Oh, hey, come on, you gotta work with me here. I'm just trying to come and be. What do you want me to do?
So we have a choice here. You can either go in the Minions room or into the Hall of Horrors. Enter if you dare. You know what? I dare. Oh, there's Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger there. Blacklight alligator. Oh yeah, just look how they're all lurking here. There's Golem lurking out of the water there. Oh, the bridge moves. Oh, there's Reagan from The Exorcist with her head spinning. Oh, that's a werewolf. Oh, Reagan's head is spinning again. There we go. Oh, the big Olmec head. And there we go. That's from The Ring there, the little girl coming out of the well. Look at the Grim Reaper right here. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, we got a body impaled. Oh, and there's Jason. Oh, he's gone now. We're gonna like trigger something bad. It's gonna happen. Oh, there's a clown. And there's Chucky down there. Look at the science ball. Look back in here. Terrifying. Let's get out of here. Whoa. Oh, here we got Frankenstein. Now this mummy used to be in an Egyptian section in this museum. Now they moved him over to the horror section. And I think we got the Wolfman up there. And Dracula is hanging out over here in the corner. Is that Golem again, or is that another creepy ghoul? Oh, I see you lurking back there, Darth Maul. I thought he was supposed to come back. He appeared in the end of Solo, and then we never saw him again. The Star Wars section is pretty amazing here. See the foggy swamps of Dagobah with Yoda, as well as baby Yoda. And then the Ice of Hoth here. One of those snow troopers. So there's one of those weird little eyeball monsters down there in the swamp. Some Jawas creeping around outside the ship. Boba Fett. So this is special here. They have a scene here with all your favorite classic Star Wars characters, but you can actually control what goes on in the scene. So here's the R2-D2 button, the R2 right there. That makes a little R2-D2 noise. You can control this blaster here. Oh, careful! You're hitting Prince Leia in the back there. It says Salacious Crumb, although I don't... Oh, there he is. He's up there. You make him jump up and down. There's a flying Ewok. See him flap his wings. And then this says Energy Cannon right here. Where is the Energy Cannon? Oh, there it is. Firing the Energy Cannon. And then we have the Luke and Darth Vader scene over there. Let's see what they do if we hit the button. Oh, their lightsabers light up. We say goodbye to the Sand People. Thank you for visiting the Wax Museum. And you know what? I think I want this Fiji mermaid shirt. I also have another figure here in the gift shop. This is Acro Brit. She can shoot a bow and arrow with her feet. But we gotta grab some pressed pennies as well. You have the Ripley's Believe It or Not logo here at Newport, Oregon. Got that big bridge that overlooks the port here. Got the Newport, Oregon with the Lighthouse and the Waxworks with an elephant. Although I don't think the elephant is in there anymore. And it just says the Waxworks because that used to be the name. They added Louis Tussauds a few years ago. But yeah, let's get all 4. We have quarter, quarter, penny. Oh yeah, look at this old postcard here from this classic Waxworks postcard. They did have an elephant. Sea lion there. Came out here to see the Yaquina Head Lighthouse here. After all, I got a pressed penny of the lighthouse back at the Ripley, so figured I should drive out here. That is quite a bird rock. Now yesterday we stopped at the Devil's Churn. The devil has more implements here along the Oregon coast. Here is the Devil's Punch Bowl. Looks like the devil's spiked this punch. It has been an amazing trip as far as wildlife goes. We have seen seals, sea lions, otters in the wild, starfish, anemones, crabs, all sorts of the native life here along the Pacific coast. But one thing, probably the one thing I've not seen, is whales. Now, whales, a little harder to see than those other things, but I guess here's my best chance to maybe spot one. Here's the Whale Cove viewing deck. Imagine if I just looked out and saw a whale. That would be so cool. That actually happened with the starfish. I said I wanted to see a starfish, and literally 1 second later I saw a starfish. This is a beautiful walk in the woods. This is a very pretty state. And here it is, the Whale Cove viewing platform. Are there any whales in this cove? Any whales hanging out here today in the old cove? My understanding is the way that you spot whales from land is you look for spouts. So if you see like a spray of water come out from the sea, that means there's a whale lurking below the waves. Otherwise, they're hard to see. They're hard to see, mostly because they're completely underwater. It's like trying to see a fish through the water, but they're much bigger than fish, which makes them easier to see. But they're crafty. They don't necessarily like to hang out right by the shore. Yeah, not seeing any spouts, but I gotta believe in my heart of hearts that somewhere out there, there's a whale somewhere. And there is my collection of Newport pennies that we collected today. So another day here along the Pacific Coast, the Pacific Coast Highway, and a lot to do in the little town of Newport, Oregon. We went to the wonderful aquarium they have. We had some wonderful lunch had some local seafood, and we did the Ripley's, believe it or not, and the waxworks, and we saw a sideshow. Wasn't anticipating that today. We had a great time here. Now tomorrow's going to be a little bit different. We're going to veer off of 101 for a day, go inland a little bit, because we are going to Portland, Oregon. Even though Portland is a little bit off of 101, it's still kind of part of the Pacific Coast Highway. So I'm gonna head over to Portland tonight, and then we will be spending the day in Portland tomorrow, and then resuming our trip the following day. We're going to come back in and get back on 101 and continue heading up. And man, I think we're getting close to the Washington border already. Seems like just yesterday I was driving into Oregon. It wasn't yesterday. It was a couple days ago when we entered Oregon. But this beautiful state, it's amazing, Oregon. And we'll be continuing our trip. Stay tuned tomorrow, where we will be stopping in Portland, and then stay tuned for the upcoming days and weeks where we'll be finishing the Pacific Coast Highway. And special thank you to all of you that watch. Extra special thank you to those that have been following along day to day with my adventures. I really, really do appreciate that. If you're new here, I travel around the country. I've been to the 49 of the continental United States. I filmed roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, other fun stuff. We do special themed road trips on this channel, including some road trips that follow highways from beginning to end. We are currently doing the Pacific Coast Highway. If you'd like to help the channel, consider subscribing. It does help us out. If you're looking for other ways to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also have some souvenirs down in the Etsy shop, motel key fobs, pressed pennies, and the classic enamel pins. Also doing personalized messages on Cameo. If you'd like to receive a personalized message from me for yourself, a friend, a family member, you can do that down below. In fact, all of that is in the description, and all of that helps keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.